Welcome to Flight Path, the podcast where we explore the journeys behind bold leadership, innovation, and impact. This is where we talk real career journeys, the bold moves and messy pivots, the plot twists that no one puts on LinkedIn, and the moments that changed everything. We're sitting down with leaders, innovators, and rule breakers who figured it out by doing the work, learning the lessons, and sometimes ignoring the map altogether. If you're navigating leadership, healthcare, tech, or just trying to figure out what's next without losing your mind, you're in the right place. So fasten your seatbelts, adjust your altitude, and let's take flight, because we're broadcasting live from Las Vegas at HIMSS 2026.
Hey everybody, it's Michael. I am your host for Bluebird Leaders, and I'm here with this motley crew. You want to introduce yourself?
Kris Nessa, Tamia Millsap.
Dante Gonzalez.
And what company are you representing?
We work for SHI International.
What do you guys do?
We are
We're a value-added reseller. So essentially we work with customers to understand what they're trying to get accomplished and how we can help bridge the gaps. And generally the way we do that is through technology.
Do that, and any particular technology or a vast variety of technology, or?
Yeah, great question. So we have a large portfolio. So, a lot of the big names that you think of, Microsoft, Dell, Cisco, we have relationships with. I think our goal is to come in and understand, what are you trying to get accomplished, right? And then from that, we can understand which technology makes the most sense. So we have a lot of resources that can come alongside you and tell you about what we're seeing in the industry and make sure that we can make recommendations that make sense for your budget and your goals.
Awesome. So what kind of customers benefit from your software or your business the most?
Yeah, it's all of you healthcare providers in this world. So you need hardware, you need software to run. We're right there in the middle. We're not going to sell Epic or the Oracle EHR systems, nor implement them. However, you need infrastructure to get those up and running. You have Microsoft in your ecosystem. You have Google. You have Workday. We're going to be that balance between ensuring that you're getting the most for your spend, but also ensuring that everything's getting live, getting stood up the way it should, and integrated as best as possible.
Awesome. How'd you hear about Bluebird Leaders?
Oh my goodness. I've known Rebecca for a long time. I think kind of when Bluebirds first started a long time ago. And with the team that we've built at SHI and building our healthcare vertical, we've got a lot of passionate staff. And so we've kind of been promoting that message and building up our own team and trying to drive the meaning and the spirit of Bluebirds inside of our SHI healthcare team.
That's awesome. What do you think about this experience is unique opposed to other experiences that are out there that are similar?
I like the networking aspects of this experience. I think a lot of the other conferences that we go to, it's kind of hard to get in some of the new guys, right?
Yeah.
Kind of new on the block.
Yeah.
We've only been a business unit for around 3 years. So us coming into these bigger trade shows,
Yeah.
sort of say, I think it's beneficial for us just to have a networking opportunity to meet so many different people and our partners that we work with on a day-to-day basis.
That's awesome. I'm going to keep you in the hot seat for just a second. As being a woman in healthcare informatics, what you think is the biggest challenge that you face in your career?
Ooh, what you just said, being a woman in this space. I think one thing I like about SHI specifically is that we are big on diversity or woman-owned business. And so being able to see leaders in our space, just in technology in general, not just within healthcare informatics, that look like me, that are female and doing things, Bluebird leaders. So I think seeing that as in a space where you don't typically see women being at the forefront means a lot.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of synergies. So as you were saying, so SHI International, as compared to our competition in the world, we are the largest minority-owned business in the United States. We're owned by an Asian female woman. She has owned the company the entire time, and we're talking close to 40 years.
Wow.
There is no private equity. There's nothing else behind it. She is a game changer. And with that spirit, along with what Rebecca and the Bluebird team has built, I think there's a lot of synergies. There's a lot of similarities, and we're trying to drive that spirit inside of our new healthcare business unit and actually showcase that in this world. And I think Bluebirds and SHI together make a really good.
That's powerful. I'm going to get the male perspective. Why is it important to have a female leadership in the health informatics space?
Yeah, I think it's diversity of thought, right? Like we want, we're all patients. Kris Nessa reminds me of that of all the time. We're all a patient. So whether it's myself, whether it's you, whether it's our parents, right? And so in order for us to deliver a good experience, we need all voices. We need everybody at the table coming to give insight and perspective and kind of show that. And to Jamia's point, right? For the future generations, we want to show that success could be in any different color, any different race. And so for me, it's important that we represent that we're consistently thinking about that, and that we're evangelizing that, right? I is a big part of that. She speaks that and she lives that. Bluebirds is a portion of that. And so we hope that our organization embodies that as well. And we're just not talking about it.
Okay. Well, a curveball anybody can answer. What do you think is the biggest challenge facing your industry right now?
Funding.
Funding, staying afloat.
Yeah.
I don't need to get on my soapbox, but the whole United States provider ecosystem and how hospitals have to stay afloat with like 2% margins, it's almost like the game is stacked against them. I mean, there's plenty of people that are going to watch this that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it is a hard balance to ensure that our friends in rural health are staying alive, because we can't be shutting down hospitals.
Yeah.
But then finding that balance between maybe the ones that are making at least 2% or 3% and they're buying up more hospitals.
Yeah.
We've got this weird dichotomy. And then we've got the technology that they have to purchase, stay afloat.
Yeah.
That costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so we're constantly balancing and making trade-offs, even with the vendors that are behind us. We're like, hey,
Yeah.
can you kind of maybe help us to help this one provider system on
Right.
this deal, but on the next one, let's make it up on the next one.
Right.
So we're really trying to balance that, because it is our job to keep all the U.S. provider systems afloat.
Yeah.
And we're trying to do our best to ensure that you guys get the most value for your spend,
Yeah.
and that you can keep giving care as you can to all the patients.
Yeah.
Yes. Like we say, we're all patients, and you're serving our families out there too.
Oh, and access, right? I mean, if we remove the rural healthcare system, then where are these people going to go to get healthcare, right?
Exactly. And we could spend another hour talking about that.
I know.
And the economics of that.
No, thank you. All right, I've been asking everybody this question, and I want to ask each and every single one of you. It's going to be different for any one of you. There's no right or wrong answer. I promise you it's not a trick question. As you know, we have the pink feather dinner later on. We have an amazing experience here in the suite, just having interviews, talking and relaxing, chilling. If there's one word that encompasses what you wish to gain from this experience overall, could be the pink feather dinner, could be just being at the exhibit hall at HIMSS, whatever it is, if there was one word that encompasses what you're after for this particular trip, what would that word be and why? Let's start with you.
Community.
Wow. We're getting a common theme here for a lot of these. Why community?
Why community? Without it, none of us would be doing what we're doing. I wouldn't be in this game for 20 plus years. I wouldn't be at SHI. I'm here because of a phone call.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I would say inspiration.
Mm.
I think the nature of this conference, right? Really, all the new things that are coming out and
Yeah.
things that people are doing, and just learning from great leaders, right? That
Yeah.
you're seeing. So it's just taking that inspiration from me.
That's awesome. What about you?
I would go with trust. And I think it's kind of stacking on what kind of was said here, but I think in order to make a real impact, it takes trust. You have to build trust and credibility in the market. And then you have to be continually sharpening your axe to make sure that you understand what's going on in the market and you got a story to tell. And so in order to really grow relationships, there has to be trust. I look at any relationship that's impactful and there's a deep level of trust. So for us, it's to build trust. It's to come here, listen, understand what's going on in the marketplace, make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable and we're talking about the right things and we're moving the right things up so that we could be seen as a trusted partner in the marketplace.
That's powerful. A community that inspires and builds trust. That's amazing. Thank you, guys.